Bears at 4-12 take on the 11-5 Packers. Waddle made the point yesterday. If you look at the Packers' losses this year, they have come against the Eagles, Vikings, and Lions. So that's a 13-win team, Yerk, and a pair of 14-win teams. And they lost those games by just 4.4 points per game. Really, only one of them kind of got away from the Packers. So there's the 5 losses for Green Bay. They're plus 813 in yards margin. The Bears are a minus, you ready? 1,059. Ouch. Minus 1,059 in yards margin. Yes. You can't even believe it. Look at your face.
I mean,
you're looking at me like I'm nuts. That's a real stat.
I thought you were being a smart aleck.
I'm not being a smart aleck. They're a minus 1,059 in yards margin, Yerk.
That's crazy.
Remember when Caleb said to Torrey Taylor that, hey, we're not going to need you much? The Bears have punted 76 times.
Most in the NFL.
Second most in the NFL. Okay. Only Cleveland has punted more. 76 punts. The Bears went into Week 17, Yurko, averaging 4.6 yards per play. They were tied with the Giants for last in the NFL. They averaged a whopping 3.1 yards per play against the Seahawks. They're still tied for last. They're now tied for last with the Browns. Giants had a slightly better game last week, so they moved ahead of them. The Bears are 29th in points per game. They're 29th in scoring percentage. They're 31st in third down percentage. They're 25th in EPA per play. They're 29th in success rate. And they've averaged 11.25 points per game with Thomas Brown as
They sound
coach.
bad.
So
it sounds bad.
It's pretty bad, my man.
I mean, that's pathetic.
And, of course, they've lost 11 in a row to the Packers. It is the longest losing streak for either team in the history of the rivalry. I think about the last handful of years, you guys. Matt LaFleur's hired in 2019, right?
Mm-hmm.
Packers have been to the playoffs in 5 of his 6 seasons. The one time they didn't go to the playoffs, Yerk, they played a do-or-die game at home. They did lose, but, like, at least they were in Week 18 playing a win-and-you're-in game. They lost. It was Aaron Rodgers' last game in Green Bay. But in 5 of his 6 seasons, they've been to the playoffs. And in the 1 year they missed, at least they treated their fans, like in a sense, right, to a full season of pretty competitive football where they could have gotten into the postseason with a win in the last week.
Possibility. There was a possibility.
Our team knows nothing of the sort.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that's the Packers.
Yeah.
The Lions in 2021 hired Dan Campbell. And, listen, I'll admit,
everybody
it was like,
thought
this guy
it was a goof of
biting
some sort.
kneecaps and...
Yeah, he was on it, man. He was on it.
Dan Campbell gets the last laugh, fellas.
The Detroit Lions get the last laugh.
Yeah.
And all the Michiganders.
Yeah. In 2022,
they're in the chuckle hut.
The Vikings hire Kevin O'Connell.
Right.
He's won like 36 games. The Bears instead hire Matt Eberflus. They've won 14.
14.
I mean, you just think about the way this has gone.
Every decision that gets made.
In the last 6 years, every team in the division has changed over coaches, and the Bears are the one. I mean, they're getting lapped, Yerk.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Lapped and laughed at.
In the NFL, more than any other sport, it feels like, right? This thing can flip quick. And so maybe there's some hope. It's a wing and a prayer, though, folks. Because all the other relevant data we have about this franchise and the decisions they make is that they're the wrong ones. And so I can't sell it to you. I can't. And it's going to be a different offseason. We were all giddy, and we were probably drinking the Kool-Aid a little too much, and we were all giddy, and we were all excited.
I was enjoying the Kool-Aid.
It's going to be a different offseason, you guys. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to muster up the energy, or not the energy. We'll do that, but I don't know how we're going to muster up the enthusiasm. Now, maybe they'll go out and they'll surprise us next year. Maybe they go out and they win 12 games next year. Maybe they get the right coach, and Caleb's awesome. And there is still some talent on this roster, right?
Possibility, Carl.
Maybe they do that, but I don't know how you predict it. I don't know how we get excited for it, other than just we're going to be excited for football because we love it.
Yeah.
No, I know, Adam. I got it. Because we love it. I'm just ranting a little. I'm sorry, Adam.
Yeah, he's on a rant. Sometimes you got to let the man go.
He wants me to get to the keys.
Don't worry. I got keys to the game. You ain't got to worry about
I
that.
thought it was a perfect time because you were like, I don't know, I can't sell it. And Jurko's keys to the
They
game.
definitely aren't going to be sold.
So,
I'm not going to be selling anybody on this game.
well, let's do it. Let's do the keys.
I'm ready.
Let's do it. It is the Bears and the Packers. They, I don't know. Like a win, I guess you'd say finally the losing streak's over against Green Bay. But
Not if you're playing against the backups.
It feels like it matters so little. I hate to say that, but it just does. Bears are a 10-point underdog. Low total in this game for a big point spread. York, only 41.5. And we will now do for the very last time in the 2024 campaign, Yurko's smoking out keys to the game. Yurko, what are the keys to victory?
Carmen, I'm glad you asked. It's noon. It's Lambeau Field on the corner of Oneida and Lombardi. The Chicago Bears will travel up to the frozen tundra in about 20-degree temperatures.
Is that what it's going to be?
Yeah, I think it's going to be about 20 degrees.
It's going to be cold, man,
For
the
the
next
Bears,
couple
it's going
weeks.
to be chilly. You're going to really have to want to be out there if you're going to want to be victorious over the backup Green Bay Packers. Packers are going to rest their people, right?
Well,
Or do they
I
gotta
don't
play?
know. I think we don't have a good sense of that yet.
Yeah.
They've sort of played it close to the vest. They can improve their seed, but they need help. It's not just a straight win. So I don't know what to expect. The line tells you that a lot of the Packers are going to probably play. A lot of their starters are going to play.
There's
So
going to
we'll
be a
see.
truncated version of the keys to the game. Key number 1. Score points. Score points. The Bears had a 6-3 loss against Seattle. Right? What didn't
Yes.
they do?
They didn't score.
They didn't score
They didn't score a
points.
touchdown.
They didn't score
The
points.
touchdown they had got called back because of a holding penalty.
Yeah. So key number 1, score points. Key number 2, stop the other team from scoring points, Carmen. Stop them from scoring, and you score. That creates a differential, which they call the victory gap.
Right.
How much you will be victorious by. And those are the keys
That's awesome.
to a Bears victory against the Green Bay Packers on the corner of Lombardi and Oneida
I don't know what was better,
on
that
Sunday noon.
or the time Vikings Scott called up when the Bears played the Vikings and he gave his keys and then
And I
Yurko basically
repeated 'em.
flipped them and just repeated them for
Yeah.
the Bears. I don't know.
This is a football expert, John Yurkovich.
Football expert.
Let me tell you, this game and this team doesn't deserve
I know.
any effort from me. Zero effort. Let me
Well-
tell you, on Sunday, I'm going to be in there. I'm going to be eating some fried chicken and some shrimp cocktail.
Wait, first of all, it's
and I'll
not
be
that
enjoying life.
I disagree with you. It's not that they don't deserve our effort. You can always control what you put into things. And look, I've got pages of notes as I do it
Pages.
every week on the Bears. I did my job. I did my work.
Yeah.
Can I tell you that we should be excited for this game or care too
I'm
diddly
not
squats?
excited.
No.
Yeah, I'm not excited.
That they
for this.
don't deserve.
They don't deserve it.
But you can control your effort, my friend, and you should still put in effort.
They don't enjoy. They don't deserve my excitement.
No, that they don't.
They don't deserve my anticipation. They don't deserve my want to watch this football team. This is going to be a long offseason, Carm, but I can't wait for it to get here. Can't wait for the Bears to be put to bed, the 2024 Bears be put to bed.
I think we've been
and
waiting
for
for
this
that for a
team just to be changed dramatically.
What are the keys to the game you think that ESPN Milwaukee, our friends at ESPN Madison, our teammates at ESPN Milwaukee and ESPN Madison, what is it? Do you think it's just real quick? It's 3 seconds. It's just they play the music. They play the I don't want to work. I just want to bang on the drum all day.
Yeah.
That
And then
song.
key number 1 is show up.
Yeah.
That's probably
I'm
what
with
they're
you.
doing. Like, we're an
Yeah.
afterthought, you guys, for every other team in this division, right? Like, their fan base, everything.
We've become Tampa. Back when
Yeah.
Tampa was in the
Yes.
Dreamsicles. Yeah.
Yes. There it
Time
is.
for the Packers keys to the game. Here we go,
Packers
Yerk.
Keys to the game. Yurko, can you
There,
give us the
Yurko.
Packers keys to the? As a former Packer, put yourself back in the uniform, back onto the field of Lambeau,
Hey there.
and give us the keys to victory for the Packers.
Hey there. The Packers are going to have to run the ball. They're going to have to run the ball against the Chicago Bears. Run the ball successfully. Stay away from turnovers. Key number 2, stay away from turnovers. Hey there, you.
Hey there, you.
Key number 3, they're going to have to get after the rookie quarterback there, Caleb Williams. They'll have to get after him. And those are the keys to a Packer victory.
Like, they're worried about replacing Jair Alexander and, like, if Christian Watson's going to be back for the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
And they're worried about the walleye they're going to pull out of the lake tomorrow.
Averaging 21 yards a reception, by the way.
I know.
Christian
Yeah,
Watson.
I know.
21 yards of reception.
Like, that's what people in Green Bay are worried
Yeah.
about. They're thinking about
Walleye, perch.
Friday Fish Fry. Where are we going to go get our perch? They're
Tonight. They're thinking of that tonight. Hey, where can we get some good chicken booyah? That kind of stuff.
They're thinking about where are we going to get.
How about let's
where's
go
the
to
hot
the
spot on the
supper?
lake, for some walleye?
Let's go to the supper club tonight.
Like, if you're a Bears fan
Let's
going
go get
to this
a nice
game,
brandy. Let's go get a brandy old fashioned and some fish fry tonight,
Well, pickled mushrooms big up there, by the way.
Yeah.
Pickled mushrooms.
if you're a Bears fan and you're going up and you're getting all painted up and you're going to wear the cheese grater hat,
Please.
what are you doing?
What are you doing? I agree with you. Come on.
Like, I was looking at all those Georgia fans yesterday, like, oh, that is a long flight home.
A long flight home.
Painted up, wearing all the football stuff.
You're going to go up to Green Bay. I mean, come on, really. But Barstool Eddie's going. They have to go.
Are they?
Because
Why?
they have to do 3 road games, like he was telling us. And they got to go to Green Bay. He doesn't want to go.
No, of course he doesn't want to go. Contractually obligated,
yes.
huh? Oh, boy.
I mean, you can stop at the brat stop on the way.
That's true.
And on the way back.
Yeah, hit it twice.
In the cheese castle.
The Bong Rec area.
You know, when you get north of the border, you can hit the outlet
Got a
mall's
drinking
good.
ticket there.
I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, but the Packers fans aren't giving one diddly poop about this game.
Diddly poop.
They're not.
They
They're
don't
thinking
care.
about
They're in
the
the
bigger
playoffs.
picture. Yeah.
They're in the playoffs.
Sad. Just sad.
Well, it's great to be a Packer fan.